What is going on, guys? Miles here, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the patch notes for the recent update which was made to the Blackout beta in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So the Blackout beta has only been out for a couple of days now, but Treyarch are actually making updates to the game already, which I think is a really good sign for the game's future. One of the changes, which was pretty obvious and you've already recognized it, is that the player count has been increased from 80 to 88. Now, 88 may seem like a bit of a weird number, but it's kind of a good one because it works well with solos, duos and squads, so that is why they went with 88 rather than something like 90, and I think they might increase it from 88 even further during the beta, and I would guess eventually it will be at 100 for launch. Improvements have been made to the stat tracking feature in the game because previously they weren't actually tracking properly. I believe tracking the kills was fine, but things like top 5 finishes weren't tracking properly, so good to see that fixed once again. And alongside this, the quick equip menu will now automatically close if not used for 5 seconds, so quite a small change, but I still think it is a pretty good one overall. One big complaint about the Blackout game mode by the community is the time it takes to pick up items in the game, which a lot of people think is way too long because you actually have to hold square for like maybe a third of a second to pick something up, which is quite annoying when you have to pick up like 10 items. It takes a really long time, and the reason Treyarch made it so you can't instantly pick stuff up is because it would clash with the reload button, but in response they have reduced the delay it takes to pick up items. I would still like it to be instant like it is with the reload button, but currently that is not the case. Another hot topic about the game mode has been the addition of armor, which a lot of people think is currently too powerful, and I would agree with this myself. The level 3 armor I feel like has way too much of an influence on the game, and a really bad player with level 3 armor will still have a really good shot against someone who is a good player but doesn't have armor themselves. So I feel like armor is really OP right now, but they did fix a bug where armor didn't take explosive damage, so it's going to be a little less powerful now, but Treyarch is still looking to make changes to armor once they have more data. As for changes to equipment, the sensor data has had its time reduced to 2 minutes, and I'm not sure exactly what it was previously, but I still think 2 minutes is fair and a decent amount of time because you're not really going to be sitting in the same area for over 2 minutes because of the storm, unless you're in like the very late game where the circle is really small, so I don't think this is going to affect the equipment too much. And as for changes to weapons, 2 of the snipers have seen a nerf, the Koshka and the Paladin, as these weapons will no longer one-shot people if you get a headshot when they have 200 health points, so I feel like that is a fair nerf to the weapon overall, and it should still be viable in game. And the final change made to the game is actually the addition of a limited time game mode, which I wasn't really expecting to see in the beta, to be honest, but it is a pleasant surprise. There is a game mode called Fast Collapse, which is basically the normal game, except the collapse, also known as the storm, also known as the circle, will close in faster than the regular game mode. They didn't mention any other differences in this game mode, so I'm gonna guess things like the loot is gonna be exactly the same as regular Blackout, which I think is a bit odd if you're going to have a faster closing circle. I would probably expect more loot, but we'll see how this game mode goes, and it should be quite fun to play as well. But there we have it. They were some of the big changes which were made to the Blackout game mode since the beta began 2 days ago. Let me know what you think of all of these changes down in the comments below, and let me know if you've tried the new game mode and what you think of it. But if you found this video useful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more, but I'll see you guys in another video.